coming up with personnel combinations to maximize the roster.
Will Lynch wins the opening faceoff for Notre Dame, and you start to point to improvement for the Irish over these last 3 games. There's another area of faceoffs. Back to the faceoff X. Andrew Tyre and Will Lynch, both of Carolina's primary faceoff men, battling injuries, Tyre and Tucci. And this turns into a melee. And it trickles back toward Notre Dame. Yard sale.
There's an alley, and we're tied up at 1.
A face-off violation against Tyre. And Notre Dame will have the ball. Irish have controlled.
Lone job, that's all he does. And for some reason, that's freed up everyone else and made this offense that much better.
Notre Dame, on a lot of its quality teams, have had a guy like that, Ryan Hoff, our colleague John Sosha, Mikey Wynn, Will York a season ago.
Like I was thinking about, Chris Gray was a great high school running back as well. So there's a combination there. There's the vision, but there's also the strength and power.
Chris Gray is 3rd all-time in points at North Carolina. Remember, he began his career at Boston University. So he's done that in about 2.5 seasons. Friends at Lax reference, the selection committee, it has been so heavily weighted over the years.
Rigid.
With RPI.
You're right, it's a rigid formula. RPI, strength of schedule, quality wins, bad losses. No eye test. You want to backpedal.
Face-offs, 5-1 in favor of the Irish, make it 5-2, or not. No, we get a push.
For rebounds and get in the way and then finish from close range.
Face-offs have been in Notre Dame's favor today. Tyre scrapping, picks it up, only the 2nd face-off won by Carolina. And Tyre still able to retain possession, has to play it back to Krieg. Notre Dame will look to set up its tenacious ride. Pat Cavanaugh nearly knocked that.
And threw that pass left-handed. Just a perfect dummy dodge, so to speak, to the middle of the field, as if to say, you must cover me because I will score. Job accomplished. But
it has improved exponentially since week 1. Lynch wins it to himself. Pat Cavanaugh has handled every draw for Notre Dame. Tucci and Tyre, such a potent 1-2 punch for Carolina. They're not even close to 100%. Tucci's been playing on one leg. Tyre playing through a foot injury. And here's Boyer scooping up the ground ball. And Notre Dame with all the momentum at the face-off X as well. Boyer coming in off the wing, well-timed. And another draw won by the Irish, tasked with Notre Dame having a midfielder who can not only stretch the defense, but take a game over in Sergio Perkovic. Perkovic, of course, right-handed. Notre Dame will face off with a man advantage on the wings. This one popped in the air near the sideline. Can the Irish keep it in bounds? It's out of bounds. It will belong to UNC. So
he was a little bit on the under-recruited side as well, spotted by Jerry Byrne. Coach Corrigan, when he was a sophomore in Philadelphia, at a showcase there.
Carolina making a change at the face-off X. Graham Schwartz had only taken 11 face-offs, wins that one on all his damage in this second half. And a face-off won by Lynch. Kevin Corrigan raved about how far Will Lynch has come this season. He said part of the problems early, he blamed himself, blamed the coaching staff. He said, yeah, we should have handled performance by Notre Dame. Carolina controls the draw. It's Graham Schwartz. Took 4 faceoffs last week.
There, Anish, they could be looking at a possible 5 top 20 wins, depending how Richmond and Hopkins finish out their season. Team's loaded. Like, that team could play on Memorial Day. I think Princeton's offense in the Ivy League, when I look at it, and I've tried to watch a lot of tape, I love Princeton's offense, and I think Yale has a very good team. Outside of that, I'm not so convinced. Corner down to 14. We will see Dobson hit earlier from 16 yards. The velocity and accuracy that players can shoot with now demands that defense play guys at 15 and 16.